It's critically important. I did teach for a short while in public school in kindergarten and in first grade. And what I learned from that is that by the time they get to kindergarten and first grade, it's almost too late. That what happens birth to 5 really does make a difference in what happens to them for the rest of their lives. I knew when a child was in the first grade whether or not he was going to have difficulties making it out of school. And any teacher today will tell you the same thing. They can pick out those kids who are going to have difficulties making it through. The research is clear. If we can intervene and make a difference in the life of a child before they enter school, the chances are they're going to be able to make it through school to be a successful adult. We know that it affects juvenile delinquency, it affects teen pregnancy rates, it affects whether or not they're going to be dependent upon the system. There's just a whole host of social concerns that we know that if you intervene, particularly for high-risk children, if we intervene early, we can actually change the trajectory for those children. We share that commitment with others about why it's so critically important to make a difference early. We know that those are the windows of opportunity too. So when we talk about preschool, we're talking about what happens to children before they reach public school or kindergarten age. So all of those experiences are critically important in making a difference, and together with our partners we can do this. If every child in our country had access to a quality preschool experience, regardless of the age, in other words, maybe infancy for some, it may be 3 years old for others, if they had access to what they needed, I think we could really turn the tide and change the condition in our future, in our nation. We look at what's happening in other countries, we look at the investments they're making, and if we don't pay attention to what's happening to our children, I worry that we'll be further behind. We know that it impacts their academic learning, we know it impacts their social status. So we know that we can truly turn the tide and make a difference if we invest now. But that's the critical piece. I think they need to look for, number one, is the program, for example, is it accredited? Is someone else looking in on that program to make sure they have what they need to be successful? Is there a developmentally appropriate curriculum? Are they teaching what they should be teaching in order to help children grow and thrive? Are there teachers? Are they prepared? What kind of training, what kind of education do they have to prepare them? Is the facility clean? Is it a pleasing environment? And do children enjoy being there? You can watch and see, do they have an open door policy whereby parents can go in and out and feel safe and secure that their children are in a quality environment? Those are just a few of the things that really make a difference. And then how do those kids, are there assessments so that helps teachers plan and prepare individually for children?